Activity 2 on security plan. Analysis of the question. For each protection measure, you must consider threat as addressed by the protection measure, actions to be taken, reasons for the actions, overview of constraints, overview of legal responsibilities, overview of usability of the system, outline cost benefit, and the test plan. This slide presents the exam template to be used for submission. The subsequent slides provide instructions on completing the template correctly. Section 1 of the template is about the threat identified in Activity 1. In this case, it is complete network failure due to a single point of failure in the main switch or Wi-Fi router. Remember that the question says, for each protection measure. This implies that you need to state the protection scheme as redundancy for network devices. The most challenging sections are 2 and 8, actions to be taken and the test plan. These two parts are connected. Each action should have a corresponding test plan. For example, if the action is install a secondary network switch to provide hardware redundancy, in your test plan, you need to manually power off the primary switch to check if your action worked. Common mistake is listing an action as install a secondary network switch to provide hardware redundancy, but using phishing email in the test plan. Reasons for the actions means your reasons for implementing the actions in Section 2. For example, you stated that your action is to install a secondary network switch, provide hardware redundancy. Why? The simple answer is to prevent the entire 19th floor network from going offline if a single device fails. Overview of constraints. Constraints are limitations that affect how a system or project can be designed or implemented. Technical constraints involve hardware, software, network, or skill limitations that affect system functionality. Financial constraints refer to budget restrictions that limit the resources, tools, or features available. Legal responsibilities are the obligations individuals or organizations must follow under laws and regulations, including compliance, protection of rights, and accountability for violations such as data protection legislation, the Computer Misuse Act, the Fraud Act, and health and safety regulations. When making proposals, consider the legal implications of your actions. For instance, backing up files or dismissing staff. Note that if no legal responsibility obligation applies, you are free to state that. Overview of usability of a system. This refers to an overall evaluation of how easy, efficient, and satisfying the new proposed solution is for users to accomplish their goals. In this scenario, the proposed protection measure does not complicate the system because redundancy operates automatically in the background. Staff will not need to take any additional steps, and the network will appear to function normally even if equipment fails. Cost benefit refers to a comparison between the costs of an action and the benefits it provides. It's a way to evaluate whether something is worth doing. For example, buying a $500 software tool that saves you 50 hours of work. If the benefit outweighs the cost, it's a good decision. Once you understand sections 3 to 7, you can apply them broadly as long as you grasp the concept of each task. This is the completed template for the first section. This is the completed template for the second section. Please download the template for other sections. Remember, we keep it simple. Do not complicate it. This is the end of presentation. See you in the next chapter.